We go get with me for studio Dr. GARUS GOLOLO, and of course we want to look the issue where concern politics. Of course we get the national convention of some parties when they're around the corner, and of course we know say man that convention are waiting, we don't wait for since, and of course we bring and come this morning. We could talk about election 2023 election. We'll look at still looking at the right candidate who will fit feed for the 2022 election. Doctor, good morning. Welcome to the program.
Thank you very much for having me this morning.
Doctor, I will start one thing with you about what thing be your take as in concern the convention when they come up. We get PDP and of course APC, the major ruling, the major parties for our country we know about. Of course, your party, APC, we know the ruling party. Also, what will be the preparations for?
Already in any other parties, without that convention, you cannot be able to get your candidate as a president. And most of the people from PDP to APC, when you say a APC, fine, is an APC, but PDP is an APC to APC is an PDP, because most of the people, they come from PDP and join APC. And if they play ball, if it doesn't work, they move again to PDP. So I understand the politics of Nigeria. Some of them, they only come there to get a ticket, secure a ticket. If they cannot get that ticket, they will move back to other districts. They have taken us as an English Premier or La Liga, where you play for Madrid. After you succeed, you go back to Sosuna or you go to Barcelona. So they are welcome, and the time stand frame.
Doctor, many persons don't talk about the issue of being qualified, most qualified candidate. So many persons they talk, say, well, if you check let's move leave your ruling party, check the PDP also. This one says that they qualified. Issue of zoning. Some persons say if you zone this thing, go this side or other side, put wahala go there because some certain area they agitate, see then and they need this presidency. They need the zoning to come their side. What would be your take on that issue of
that zoning? 2015 they killed the zoning. The PDP themselves, while they are calling of zoning, say the zoning should go to Southern. Fine. During Jonathan, why don't you agree for zoning? He does not accept it. He said there's nothing like zoning. So what are you talking about zoning? They let them put it open. If I go Lolo, I want contest, I go there. I get a form. If I lose, I support the party. If I don't want to support the party, I relax with my family, continue taking my tea, and forget about the politics. But the point is, in fact, if you watch very well, anybody who is campaigning say is the rightful candidate. Even the PDP, even the APC, some were even blustering themselves, going against themselves, which some of the candidates we know most of them. Let's just take for instance our candidate, the leader of the party.
Okay.
National leader. National leader. He want to contest a president. But 2003 he forgetting that he don't believe in one Nigeria, because I have the publication. You don't believe in one Nigeria because that's why when you're a leader you make some utterance. You think what will come in your future. But
you can retrace your utterance if you make it. You can take it back.
Call that one in law slip on tongue if you speak. But this one is something you publish. So there's nothing like a mistake there. As a mature somebody.
But if you realize your mistake,
no, you say you don't believe it, and then you have to come out and tell the public and publish it again. It's just like you change your name. You publish it again. You say you don't believe in one Nigeria. That is his own side. Then the other candidate who are coming between PDP and this is between ONWUGHAI and Atiku. We saw people making this in the Wike said, but Atiku betray PDP, betray this. But sorry to say, the vice president, former vice president Atiku, about the one who formed PDP, from Solomon Lar G7 to G4 before they become as a PDP. That is one. Then, if you say this person have done this thing, and you want to Katsina, you say APC only bring Boko Haram, and they bring bandits in Katsina State. That is what just APC bring. That's what you see, because I saw him in TV. Okay, but you want to contest the whole Nigeria president, and you destroy mosques in Port Harcourt. And people who are selling cows, you disown them not to sell their cows. That is Wike own. Then follow me, the governor of Ikiti State.
He's a party man.
Yes, I mean, I don't care about the party. We just want to talk how you
good utterance and good leadership.
Yes. You said these people, you don't need them. They are grazing their cattle. You want them to go back, and you bring a law. Now you are coming back. You need a president, and all this vote is from the Fulanis, from the north. So how do you get the vote when you say you believe in one Nigeria, and you are telling or saying you are the best candidate? How do you become a best candidate? Because already you have taken a sentiment. Then look at even a contestant as a governor in River State, Agogo or something like that, who was locked. If you are a contestant and something happened, prosecute me, and then the court should allow me to go and grant me a bail because he's a contestant. They locked him. The governor they locked him. So if that person become a president, I GOLOLO, if you come here at the TV, criticize the government like we are criticizing the government now, I will not go where my vehicle it is. They will pick me from there maybe to another destination. So people have to think very well. Think in a broad look. Masses, the first one, we are buying cat. We send to the present president, right? Me, myself, I contribute. Some other community contribute. As end of the day, what is our result? Zero. So me, I'm just talking for a candidate who is very close to masses. Me, I'm a masses too. You're a mass. Let the masses open their eyes. Forget about religion. Forget about where you come from. What can you deliver? Not to tell us. I can here. I'll tell you, TV, say yes, CHUKA, I give you 3 vehicles. Well, I don't have even keke na pen. When we go out, I tell you, say, I will call, hello, which day will bring the car, maybe not tomorrow. You know, we see the car, I say, sorry, my wife is sick, I'm in the hospital. So somebody in the hospital, can you ask him about the car again? All these people there, let us know. Look, in fact, let the person put it in writing, what he's going to do. Because most of these people, look at, people say they don't have money, and they are buying form of 100 million. They don't have money. So, how? And then most of the, in fact, look at the ministers who buy the form. Almost every minister buy a form.
But they've restricted their step also.
As far they are there, they are not a minister in a law. Hence, the president have made them fear well. If he's fearing them, me, I don't fear any minister because I can never go to your office and beg you anything. With my age, I can't beg you anything. I only beg God if I die, and that is all. As far they have submitted their distinct interest and they buy from the purchase of other senator or governor, you are going. It's not the heritage.
We'll leave that for law.
It's not the heritage. They have to go. They have given them farewell. Unless if they write another one, request for their confirmation from the Senate. We are not dumb. What are you talking about?
Well, your convention is coming up too, and of course we know you have numerous candidates. Even if some has dropped their position, have retraced their step by declining as the president came out, and of course based on the Section 84 of Electoral Act that said that you cannot contest, even while as a political appointee, you cannot contest the position of the president. Now we still have other candidates or other aspirants jostling for that ticket. What is your delegates? You have delegates. What is your own take as it concerns these people now?
Me, my delegate is that other PDP or APC, we put it in one point. If you are a delegate, they take you, please don't go and vote somebody who will come and suffer us again. For insecurity, for scarcity of a food, scarcity of a fuel, I cannot travel to Kaduna, I cannot travel inside the town. So let us get a rightful candidate, other is any other person, but let us choose a best candidate, not somebody who can come on TV, tell us I'm the best. If you are the best, allow us to see you first. Delegates should not go and collect money and vote another person and put us into a well. They should carry a credible candidate who can deliver us. It doesn't mean you can collect money from him because it's our money. The money they are using to campaign is our money. If you want these very people, somebody will be a governor of a state, his son want to become governor of a state, or his father want to be a president, he want to come out as a president. What are you talking about? Let the masses understand where we are and open your eye. If you fumble this time around, we don't know when we are coming back again. So me, I advise both PDP and APC, let us get a credible candidate so that he can come and fight for us, for the insecurity, for masses, where masses are, there's some people, to eat 3 times now is not easy, 2 times man is not easy. What are you talking? You bought somebody to make sure you have something that can help you, help the masses. Your son will go to school. Your son cannot go to school. They will carry their son go to a better school. Your son will remain in Nigeria. And ASU will go on strike for how many months? For how many years? We don't need all this thing. We need somebody who can say to ASU, our children go back to school. We have anything we need. And look, Nigeria is blessed. It is when you go out from this African country, you will know. I have happened to be outside. I was in so many countries, even in the Europe. But when you compare Nigeria with some even Europe country, this thing we have is different. But you know, if you have a motor and the driver you are driving, he has a bad leg, you always match the toe to one side, and that is what we are having.
Okay, what will be the criteria? What this criteria would look now? What will be the criteria we supposed to look at for most of these candidates, especially from your own angle? The character that you should look is a person who is very unique, who can be able to meet the masses. If they have any problem, he will go by himself, not to send somebody to go. For instance, watch the president that died in Tanzania. There's a person they hit. He went there with a bus wagon. A president is riding a bus wagon. Till now?
Yes, he drove the bus wagon in the Tanzania. He is late now. He stay aside, and the person, the parent of the girl come out. He tell the parent of the girl, I'm sorry, I will take care of this, everything that happens. They take her to hospital, they treat her. Look, before now, when we are growing, when I was even in secondary school, do you know what happened? If you go to school, they will not give you anything. They will even give you pocket money every Friday. So you will wear that kaftan, white and white, that time in the north. You patrol inside town, you come back on Friday again. Your pocket money is there. You will eat 3 square meals. Like we recall, there's a time they make EBA. We fight because of EBA. Go to school nowadays, you will see the EBA. There is none. We need a president who is credible, who is unique with everybody. Forget about whether a Christian or Muslim. What we need now, even if in a pagan, but let him just hold everybody alone. He carry everybody alone. Not a person that when you vote him, you go there, you call, he say hello, they say switch off. Or you cannot reach him again. The people will just surround him, can tell him a lie and a true, and he cannot find out. We need a president who can audit everything you give out. You are sure that thing has been done. Look, if I say go and buy TV, and I don't check the TV when you buy, I just say you buy TV and I prove. There's a look, something is charging my brain, man. No,
doctor, let's look at consensus. We've had so many. You don't hear consensus. You think say your party fall back to consensus?
Nothing like consensus. Me, I don't even agree for consensus. Let's go for vote. If you win, you win. If I lose, I lose. That consensus will bring another bad egg to us again. Because the cabal, entire cabal, they are there in my party.
That will bring the
yes, that they need the person. This is the person they need to come, and that person, he will be loyal to them. If they want to give him a job, they just give another. He will give you a job. Your son will not get job. My son will not get job. When you go there, the same minister is busy because already they appoint him by the cabal, and nobody can remove him. You don't see where a minister will stay for 8 years. It is only this thing. Well, let us just accept the truth. No, in the world, even in America where we borrow this democracy, minister highest you do is 3 years. You go back and you bring another seat. But here, minister stay for 8 years. Central bank stay for 10 years. You even want contest for a president. What are you talking about?
INEC, doctor. What's the position of INEC now? How do you see INEC?
INEC are very straightforward, and they have given party a warning that each party they cannot adjust this thing. Any party fail to meet up, it presumes you don't have a candidate, which is sound and is okay. Simple. Look, then for we to have a candidate and it's a wrong candidate, it's better we don't have the candidate now. What are you talking about? You have a candidate and he will tell you he will do this thing, he will do this thing. At the end of the day, people will just group. A certain group will be using him. We are borrowing money every day, and some set are using the money, while some set are suffering. We borrow the money for development of the state, for roads, for water, for everything, amenities, for the masses. They will collect the money, hijack it after the prisons, and they will use it for themselves and their family. Then we will continue suffering. We don't need that type of people again. Simple.
Doctor, we heard rumors say your ticket if you go back to the south, I mean to the northeast as it stands, because of certain things because of other things over there. What will be your take as a concern?
Northeast, who is the Senate president? The Senate president is not a person that we can even put in the North. Look, somebody who cannot give you 5 kobo and you want to vote him. He cannot dash you 5 kobo.
But that means that is credit-worthy. If he cannot give
credit-worthy, he cannot give you, then you not do anything for the amenities. How many people he assisted in Gashua?
In constituency.
Yes, you cannot compare him with Ali Indume. They are from the same zone. Ali Indume from Borno State. You cannot compare with this one. You cannot compare with so many senators. It's just like my person I'm supporting, Soimi Osubanjo, the vice president. He carried DG Gaya. No, Gaya cannot even deliver Gaya as a senator. Not all of them would. They are just telling you what they cannot do. You cannot compare. Look, you see now the people in my party who carry DG, but 2 people carry DG, who are very vocal and people like them. One, that Amechi carry a DG because that is a material. Is what masses mean because masses he assisted masses so massively. Then that Jack, I don't know him in person too, that Rice, Jack Rich, that person he carry, former governor of Bauchi State, Isa Yuguda is a material. Because when you are going for a campaign, carry somebody whom the masses need, and masses are close to him. When you carry somebody who's not even close to the masses, and you want to, how can, look, when I see a Senate president want to contest for president, I'm confused.
But doctor, what about the talk? we talk, same, well, Northeast never produced president. That part then also also Southeast.
Northeast is the problem.
Those
Bring
2 parts.
credible candidate or South or East. Bring credible candidate. Forget about Northeast or Northeast. Who is a credible candidate? Let me tell you, Senate president is not a credible candidate for the Northeast. That's just my take.
Okay.
Why we not bring Baba Gana Zulum, the governor of Borno State, who work for the masses? We carry somebody who work for the masses. You can't tell him because we are on the Northeast. But I'm from the Northeast, but I cannot vote him.
Well, doctor, that's not your opinion. Also,
he is my own, and the people come out will campaign. Doctor, we have the masses.
Doctor, let's more digress more. Go fight against corruption. We see some days ago as they arrested the Attorney General of the Federation over 80 billion naira fraud. How will be your assessment now concerning this issue of fight against corruption? Still the same government, and I detect them, and of course EFCC they do their work. Now, what will be your take as it concerns this? How would it get there? How would it reach 80 billion? Why would discover? How would the country discover now? Why would they discover now? Why would not discover since?
The problem is that the boy, I mean the Bauer himself, may God help him, is a very good somebody.
That's the EFCC.
The EFCC chairman, and he is trying. But look, let me tell you, that person you are seeing in person, the person you are seeing whom they arrested, Accountant General Idris, is not the only person. We have the Alisa. It's only, it happens they arrest him only. You know, if they arrest him, they say, yes, this person loot money. People who loot money, there are many there. There are many, and we have the list, we have the figure. But we cannot submit it now, because even if you submit it now, they will not prosecute it. Cabal are there. At the day one, we would Baba successfully going, that they fear well, the following day, most of them, they will go Kuje. There are many. It's not only him. This one, they just caught him. We know them, we have their list. How can somebody doesn't have 5 kobo and he have about 30 houses? And before, he was selling pure water or another business. How does he have the money? How? Look, this one is just only of God just catching, but there are many. Okay, look at, let us go back to COVID-19. They give us money on COVID-19. I see one they send the chairman of presidential committee, that is the secretary to the government, Boss Mustafa. One the Senate invite him, ask him how much do we spend in this money and what is our balance and how much donors do we have from outside. He say all the money they give it to Accountant General and they return it back to Central Bank. Do you hear anything again? No. You know, come out and explain to the public. So what are you talking about? So
what will be our access for to assess this whole fight against corruption?
The asset it is what after maybe this government go. Because even if you put anything, no, look, you see where they look like in Mambila, where they say for president minister works. He said they have finished everything, remain commission in Mambila Plateau, while they have not even swept the place. They not even sweep the place now. Saleh come, they sack Saleh, but he is still there as a minister. What are you talking about?
Doctor, now let's look at assessing political parties. We get new parties we don't come up. Talk say well, they get chances to fit bring presidency and of course to fit bring the next president. What will be your take as it concerns the issue of new parties when come up they come contest with your own ruling party APC and of course the opposition PDP?
You see why those small parties where they get a chance is if APC bring a wrong candidate or PDP bring a wrong candidate, that is why you have problem. If you bring a wrong candidate, I'm an APC, but when you bring a wrong candidate, I cannot vote him. The motor I enter, automatic motor, no battery, I cannot enter that motor again. That's just my take. So let them bring a credible candidate, both PDP and APC, so that they can be able to deliver. Otherwise, as PDP said they are going to take over, before 12 o'clock they will not take over. Even the APC, if they bring wrong candidate, we will campaign against the candidate. We will tell them as and say, this is the motto, and if you enter up, you know where you are going.
Okay, your last word, Doctor. What think will be your advice for APC, maybe your party, and of course, so that they will bring the right candidate come?
No,
your convention is
the
29th.
convention is almost coming up. Let the delegate verify and look whom they would bring for us. A reasonable somebody, person who care for the masses, person who no care for us and everybody, not only his family and his relation. And if you give somebody appointment, the person will remain there, nobody will sack him. We don't need that type of person again anymore. We need somebody, if you have